Witness there was probably one of the best life-giving devices going, or life-saving devices. It may be developed by Tesla and Lukovsky, basically Lukovsky with Tesla's input. I want to go over something that I know all these conspiracy theories are out there, and a lot of them are true. And actually, a lot of people, I don't think anybody can tell me anything about conspiracy theories because I read them all. And there's always a little bit of truth to some things, but you got to balance things out. But if you ever want to know what the elite are, really the real elite, the real top people, not the 1%, the 1 basis point, the 100th of 1%, I call them that instead of the 1%. What the real egomaniacs are doing they want to control the earth. Just look at the Georgia Guidestones and look at number 1. They want to get the population below 500 million in harmony with nature, right? They want to manage everything like a resource. That's the game. So, a lot of ways, a lot of things actually you see that are going on, it's like people get behind all this BS and they don't think for themselves. They need to think for themselves if they want to survive. That's number 1. They need to stand on their own 2 feet and be independent to survive. Not to get behind a strong leader. You're being set up like a jerk if you do that. I know there's a lot of people out there get behind this one or that one. Hey, pick your flavor, pick whatever you like. But the problem is with that, you're the jerk that's going to get sacrificed and not them. Okay? I'm just giving it to you straight up. And actually a lot of things I think that are actually planned for how they're going to depopulate the world is through war and actually through religion. If you noticed, there's a lot of stuff going on in the Middle East where it looks like the Illuminati or whatever the hell it is, the elite, are supporting the most radical Muslims. You're thinking, why the hell are they doing that? The reason they want to do that is actually to create as much hate and strife and depopulate. Actually, probably the elite are behind a lot of religions. Okay? I mean, maybe the guy today we got in the Vatican is a good guy because he's driving a 1984 Renault with 186,000 miles. But a lot of stuff going on in the Vatican. Bureaucracy is bad, but I don't even want to knock them too much. If you actually look in the Muslim world, in the higher ups, man, they're bad news. They got this everywhere. They got this in India with this slave girls they put in there with I don't know, like 8 years old, and they have to serve the priests in all kinds of ways. They got all kinds of wacky shit. Religion is a freaking racket and a half. They got it. They criticize the Jewish faith, and I'm not too much against them because, I think they're getting set up right now. They're being blamed for the entire ills of all the world. Oh man, that's bullshit. They ain't got that kind of power, man. They don't have that kind of power. They're getting set up by somebody stronger than them. But the game is to get the peasants behind somebody, then they'll all go at each other's throats. That's just the fast way to get rid of people. Right now, I think actually it's probably elite policy. Well, it is elite policy because it wouldn't be allowed. Like if you look at what's going on in population and Muslims in Europe, in France, I don't know, let's just say less than 8 years or less than 6 years, like 25% of France will be Muslim or something. That's policy to the elite. They're trying to create hate and tension in the world, and I guess there's going to be an ultimate goal to depopulate. That's really what they want to do. They want to get the numbers down, man. They want to get the numbers down any possible way there is. Actually, I'm not much on all kinds of strict religion for nothing. I think it's a lot of it's, when you get really religious, it's stupid. I don't want to. I don't like picking on Jewish people because I don't think there's too many of them, for one. But I'd make a bad Jew if I was a Jew because I'd be like, why bother with the wall? It's old. Let's build a new temple, right? They'd probably think I was a traitor or some shit, But like they get into, people get into religious extremism. I don't care what the hell they are. They could be Christian, Muslim, or whatever. Oh, it's just a neat way to depopulate the world and set people at each other's throats. Actually, this stupid idea these elite have about the earth not having enough resources is ludicrous. First off, the elite aren't the smartest people in the world. They're the most power hungry and they don't give a shit about people. That's how they got up there, They're like, they got split personalities. They know how to walk on people and smile in your face. Now, I picked out that Vladimir Putin is that type. He's got like a dual personality. He's got the personality that, and I don't want to just pick on him. There's a load of them out there, but a lot of people in the West still aren't convinced. He's got that personality, comes across as an incorruptible reformer, and it's not just an act. It's something that makes him feel good about himself. Okay, he's full of shit. The guy is loaded, man, loaded. And I never came across anybody that loaded as him. I've seen some really loaded people with a lot of money, but he's, he would be in another league up there for sure, one of a kind. But the thing is, people get behind these people like a bunch of idiots, and the leaders aren't going to get screwed up. You are, you jerks. That's what the problem is. And the game is they want to depopulate the earth. And getting back to that freaking stupid thing that they came up with. The elite. I mean, it's right there on the Georgia Guidestones, number 1. Get the population below 500 million in harmony with nature. Their assumption is that the earth can't handle all these people, so let's bring it down and let's manage them like resources. The problem is when they do that, they're so stupid. They could be killing people and getting rid of people that come up with ideas that these jerks that are elite would never even think of in a million years. I don't care for shit if they live to be a million years old. Some of the brightest minds, if they were into the gulags, they would have never done all the great things. Look at Nikola Tesla and look at, I don't know, there's doctors out there, Pasteur, and, inventors and stuff like that, Einstein and, Edison, whatever, I think Nikola Tesla is the biggest one in the market there for sure. But, the thing is, if you kill these people, you don't get the benefits. And actually, the universe is kind of big. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, it's unimaginable today. But, for crying out loud, first off, there's so much expanse on the earth, it's ridiculous, that there's a lot of room for people, first off. The earth can handle a hell of a lot more population than it is right now. But, if you're putting, the best minds to it, if you're using, Tesla, knowledge to bring up free energy, crap, the whole life of everybody can be improved. And it's like, if the earth actually ran out of room, it's unimaginable today, but we'd be on other planets or some crap like that, or we'd be on artificial islands in the ocean or some shit or whatever. There's always a way around it if you're going to work on it. So, the elite are just a bunch of jerks. But the problem is with the people, they feel worried about some shit, right? This is the average idiot. They get worried about crap. They're too scared to freaking, or they're always worried. It's the kind of crap Alex Jones puts on people. He gets them scared every freaking 2 seconds so you watch his bullshit show, right? And everybody's scared, so they got to go, let's get behind this one, or, Ron Paul or something. That guy ain't going to do nothing for you. He's going to make speeches. He's going to get his son in there for president, running for president someday, man. That's all that shit's going to do. Big deal. You're better off doing your own shit. So, don't get behind these big leaders, because actually the way to solve things is, first, throw out the excessive religion. That's a bunch of garbage. I think Iran was fantastic before these freaking religious people came on board, man. It was probably great. You know what I mean? Old history, Persian culture, strong nation. A lot of good things it did. First and foremost in everything, actually the cradle of civilization, Iraq and Iran. You get these religious kooks running the place, and they screw it up, And I think they're actually nurtured by the elite. Even though the elite are making it sound like they're against them, they're not. Because who the hell's putting in the most radical ones that are all for the Sharia law? It's the elite, see? They just want to get rid of people. That's their number one goal. And it's stupid for doing that. Because there's plenty of room on the earth, and even if there wasn't someday, the technology would evolve that we could be on, we could be on another freaking planet in another solar system. Sounds crazy right now, but, I think it's possible. Really, it's just because the elite can't think of it, doesn't mean it can't happen. Because the elite are freaking just power-hungry, egotistical assholes, like Vladimir Putin's one of them, too. I could probably cure his baldness or some shit. But considering he's an elitist, he ain't gonna know from me. So anyway, just kidding about that. But anyway, the thing is, you're being scammed. Stand on your own 2 feet. Don't worry about the bullshit. Like the next thing I'm going to be doing today is, and I'm going to stop. I don't like putting out too many of these videos like this, where I just talk to people because it's you know what I mean. But I like to balance out what these other jerks are saying because I don't like what they're saying. And they're scaring the crap out of people for profit. They're bullshit. So I don't know if I get this project done today. I might put a video out on putting over something over a makeshift paint booth car thing or some crap like that. Something more practical. I don't know. I'll put it out later. If I got to do a lot of work on it, so it's not too easy. It's easy to talk about, but just remember, the elite are behind these freaking religions. The elite are behind getting people to set each other, get everybody at everybody's throats. The elite want you scared all the time, so you get behind them, so they got power. They always want the boogeyman out there, so they freaking have the power. Stand on your own 2 feet and be independent. It's like if you got even 30 minutes a day or an hour a day to do something that's constructive, more constructive for you in a way that you took away from, the scary shit from Hollywood and all this kind of crap, do it, man. Do it. And that's why, I like YouTube. And I want to put more of these how-to videos out there to actually help people but I got to put some of these other videos out here like this because to counteract the freaking bullshit that is out there that is scaring the crap out of people. You know what I mean? The way to fix it is don't get behind any elite. And that includes Ron Paul. Okay? I mean, really. You know what I mean? You don't have to, opt out of the system as much as you possibly can. And stay away from the excessive religion. I don't give a damn what religion it is. I don't like excessive religion. It gets ridiculous, man. It's like they're bad news, Anyway, that's all I got to say. So, we working out there with the hammers and shit and the saws pretty soon.